Alright, that's all off. Didn't take long. The coolant colour's a bit questionable, but yeah, fairly easy job. 2 bolts at the top. It actually seemed to, radiator seemed to be tucked under this lip here somehow, so I had to sort of pry it up a little tiny bit to get it out from underneath. And obviously it's mounted on the bottom with rubbers, one of them's still there. And I found another temperature sender wire, which I had no temperature gauge, so I'm wondering if that was it, because I worked out the other 2 and had no response, and that's fairly corroded. There's the radiator. There's an earth wire on top, and a thermo fan, which I'll take the shroud off and we'll try and de-rust that. And there's the temperature sender I was talking about. I wonder if it's faulty. Oh, there's the drain plug. I wonder where that was. Okay, keep going. Ah, you gotta love these old engines. They're so simple. Oil pressure sender, oil pump. That's just a plain old pulley on the crankshaft. Without the radiator there, access to the rough cover is going to be so much nicer. Water pump. Without the radiator, very straightforward. Fan's very straightforward, like all Subarus. Alternators on top. Starter motors on top. Distributors on top. Everything's nice and easy to access. Oop, pulled the vacuum line. So I'm going to plug these coolant hoses with a bit of rag to stop the crap from going in there. They still feel pretty good. And then I'll do a big degrease and give it time to soak. Subaru, 3 minutes to get the alternator off. 12mm and a 10mm and you're done. Always a good idea to take the alternator off using chemicals for cleaning, e.g. Things that are caustic or alkaline, because alternator bearings and brushes and stuff don't like it at all. Good tip for anybody cleaning any machine. They always talk about covering distributors and things like that. That's more about giving you starting issues. Hoses and stuff obviously don't like some chemicals, but alternators, bearings, brushes, commutators, hate it. Thought I'd try this oven cleaner as a degreaser I've seen on the internet. Oh, this is pretty grotty from the rock cover gasket leaks over time, and really accessible for the pressure cleaner. Of course I haven't got hot wash, which is ideal, but I'm going to use this Selly's product, Selly's oven clean. Now Selly's are good generally, so we'll find out, hello dog, pretty quick. It says 4-minute clean. I'm going to put on for about 10 minutes. I'll just do the obvious stuff at the front first, and we'll see how we go. Pretty thick under here. See how that goes. A little bit on the rock cover. And then this cross member, which is really coated. Of course everything's still wet because it's raining. But you'll be able to see where I've gotten and where I've missed. See how it goes. Not real worried about electrical components, it's not going to be in there for too long. There's not much oil in the cavity there, which is good. Right, put some on the alloy too. See how it goes cleaning that. Alright, and a little bit on the bottom of the master cylinder because they had some bad corrosion on it too. That'll do. Time now. Okay, that's been a couple of minutes. Now the videos I saw of this guy using it, he used it in the whole engine bay. Now you can see it's definitely starting to break the grease down. So I used it on the paint as well, because he said it did a really good job at eating all the rubbish off of the paint. So I've done other parts of the panels and tried to get in some of the bits I missed before, and I'll leave that on there. Let's see how we go. See how clean it does bring it up. On my skin it definitely feels like, because I got a little bit on my fingertips when I was using the can, it definitely feels like the types of degreasers I use at work, which are all alkaline, pretty strong stuff, most of the Valvoline stuff, so let it do its work. That's about 15 minutes. Let's wash it off and see how good a job it's done. Well, hey, I tell you what, I'm quite impressed. I suppose it makes sense. It's pretty much the same chemicals that are in most of your degreasers, except it foams, so it stays in place for a while. But I won't get to see what it looks like on the panels till they dry, which isn't going to happen very quickly today. But as far as a one-off application and a pressure clean, that's come up pretty good. Cut through most of the real heavy stuff. As you can see on the front of the engine there, just ate it. That was well worth the go. I might have to head down and buy some more and do it again. Happy with that. Very happy with the end result. I don't know whether you can see it, it's getting a bit late in the afternoon now. I had to go out and buy another can of engine, or rather oven cleaner. It wasn't as good. It didn't foam like the Sellies stuff did, so good on the Sellies. But I continued on. I did all of that. That came up alright. You can certainly see where I scratched with the wire brush. I continued over, I took the rear wheels off. I don't know how well you can see that. I washed up under here, the wheel arches and stuff. I laid down underneath it, did as much of the underbody as I could, because obviously it's just dust and mud being Australia. That's the one I used. Easy off. It seemed a lot, maybe a little bit more acidic or alkaline. Oop. It seemed a bit more alkaline, but it didn't foam and stay in place, so it wasn't as easy to apply. To the back of the diff. Not sure I've not got a sticker on it, now I can see it. Washed all up under the under. It'll need more than one wash, no doubt. Also washed out the inside of the cab, pulled out the bungs, squirted it all down, get rid of as much dust as I could. Yeah, because of the way it's sitting, it's not the best angle, it's still holding a bit of water. It's not exactly a warm drying day either, so I might have to mop it out with the rag later on. I'll let it drip for a while. Got rid of all the dust at the back of it, clean the glass a bit, the rubbers. I think that's it for tonight. I've had enough. Still got more mud to go off there. But, job done for the moment. One more thing. Remember the pulley I did with the wattle product, the wattle rust killer? Have a look at that. So that's where I washed off all the black, obviously with the pressure cleaner. But that has definitely converted and destroyed any rust that was on the surface. Look at that. Back to bright steel. Well, maybe not bright. The rust is certainly gone. Good stuff.